So let's start with White Lotus.
Yes.
We binge watched the hell out of White Lotus.
We did.
We watched both seasons over the course of a week or two.
Yeah, I think so.
We went crazy.
Yeah. It was good though.
My question for you though, Brooke, is should we rate and review the show as a whole or each season separately? Because I liked season 1 more than season 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we should do it by season because I like season 1 way better than season 2. I think.
Yes, it was like the cast was better.
Yeah,
and the writing's a little bit better. I think season 3 is in the works too.
I think so too.
It should. But anyways, okay. So start with season 1.
Yes.
Season 1 was set at the Four Seasons Resort, or is it called White Lotus Resort? But they actually filmed it at the Four Seasons Hotel in Hawaii.
Yes.
Well, according to this article.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, the hotel chain is White Lotus.
So the White Lotus, that's a fictional place, right? I know it's probably a dumb question, but...
Yeah, because that's what, like, the hotel chain is called. Because that's why...
Well, I didn't know it was a real, like, actual resort.
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
I was assuming it was fake. Because then the White Lotus in the second season is in Italy.
Yes, you're right. It is fictional. Why is this going on? Okay. I have some cheat sheets up here because both seasons kind of blend together in my, like, brain.
I know. Now, yeah, I think about it. I'm trying to remember everything that happened in each one.
The first season... So I read in a separate article that each season is supposed to cover like a different topic. Like first season was about the topic of money.
Okay.
And like wealth.
Yeah.
Second season was about sex.
Yeah. Like a lot.
A lot.
Oh gosh.
And I think the third season, if I remember correctly, is it about death? I think it might be about death, if I remember correctly. But there's supposed to be another theme covering third season. First season. The story was, I think, I like the characters better.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney was in that season.
Mm-hmm.
I never really liked her character that much.
Yeah. I mean, she was kind of just like a sassy teenager.
Yeah, like really angsty.
Yeah.
I felt bad for her like younger brother.
I know.
They did him like, so bogus.
Trying to live his life, and they were so mean to him. And I feel like the parents still didn't even care. They'd be like, "You locked your brother in the closet all night," and like, "Yeah." And then they would just let him do it again. Like,
yeah.
What? But,
he was like your stereotypical like iPad kid.
Right. Seriously.
And there was like this scene where like he was forced. Well, he wasn't really forced, but like kind of forced. He'll sleep outside on like the beach, and he woke up and like his phone and iPad are on the ground, and the wave was coming in like the high tide.
I know.
I felt so bad for him. I was like, "Damn, dude, that sucks." But I think the story was a little bit better.
Yeah, and then like the younger couple that had just gotten married.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't stand that man the whole entire time. I was like.
He was just like your rich dude who was so like out of touch.
He's like a man-child. I was like,
world.
"Oh, I can't stand you," and it was so funny. Like every time he got mad, I was just like, "Get him off the screen!" Like I can't stand his character at all.
Yeah, he was definitely playing like the bad guy of the show. Like they like wrote his character to be like, I hope this guy is like so like annoying to every like viewer, because he really was. He was probably like the worst dude in that show. Like his character sucked. I despise him so much. Seriously. Remember when he invited his mom to the honeymoon? That was like
the worst.
That was the most cringe I felt. I was like, dude, no, what are you doing?
Right, and like I felt bad for the wife in general, because you can tell even in the end. I won't give out like huge spoilers, but then like. You could still tell that she didn't want to be with him. And I'm like, oh, come on, girl. But yeah, I especially felt bad for her when the mom showed up. Because, like, she just, like, intruded on everything they were doing. I'm like, bruh, that's, like, the one thing you're not supposed to do. Like, come on. Why'd you invite your mom to come to this stinking honeymoon? Yeah. Literally wild.
Then you had, like, the hotel manager, Armand.
He was wild.
Played by Murray Bartlett. I have the cast list here. He was wild. He wasn't wild.
Unhinged. Like, after a while, like,
boy was off the
crazy.
rocker the whole damn season. Yeah, Shane was like the unbearable rich guy.
Yeah.
Played by Jake Lacey. I was looking through. Yeah, Alexandra. How do you even say her last name? Daddario.
I have no idea who that is.
That played the newly wife.
Oh, I know her. I just don't know her. If that makes sense. But then also like
she's in Percy Jackson, I think.
Yeah,
like the first one.
That's how I knew her.
Yeah. But I was like, you should know her.
I know. I love Percy Jackson.
Jennifer Coolidge was in it playing Tanya. She was super annoying. Her character was.
I did feel bad for her in this first one though, because she was just like emotionally unwell. Like she was just like depressed. But yeah, she's also just like a little goofy. I don't know. She was especially really with the masseuse. Like she's getting a little weird.
Yeah. All right, enough babbling on about the cast and the plot and all that stuff. If you haven't watched the show, go watch it. Hopefully we didn't spoil enough or spoil that much of the show. We didn't really get into like, there's always like a murder mystery. That's like also like another common theme. Yeah. So we're not gonna give that away, even though it is pretty surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, the ending is always surprising. I would say for both of them, I was kind of shocked.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my score for season 1 of White Lotus, I give it a 8.3 out of 10. Okay.
I was going to say 8 too. I was shocked by the ending, but it also was a little anticlimactic, if I would say. Like, yeah, the ending happened and then I was like, oh, now it's over. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I really liked that one. What would you rate season 2?
Well, give your rating for season 1.
I did. I said 8.
Oh, I thought you said 8 too. Oh, okay, I got you.
Oh, yeah. So, sorry. I would also give season 1 an 8.
I got you. Let's talk about season 2 before we give our score. Okay. Season 2 was headlined by Aubrey Plaza.
Love her.
Yeah, she was in it. She did well. Jennifer Coolidge returned in it again. Theo James. I don't know if I know Theo James that well, actually. I'm looking at the cast list.
He's the other husband.
I know that. I just never seen him in another show before.
I know. I'm trying to think of what else he was in, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Dominic the Grasso. Am I saying that right? I recognize him. Don't know what else he's been in though.
I know. I'm drawing a blank on what these other characters have been in, but I liked all their characters too. I think the casting of the show was really good. I just think the plot for the second season wasn't as great as the first season.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The first season, like, they all kind of like intertwine a little bit. Yeah. And then like in season 2, there was really just like this plot line, all separate.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't intertwine as much. Mm-mm. Like only a little bit.
Yeah, like I think it was a little bit slower too. Well, first season was slow too, but I don't know. Okay,
second season seemed way slower. I don't know.
Season 2 was set in the White Lotus, like Sicily resort. So I'm not sure why it kind of changed locations, I guess.
I know. I didn't understand that at first either. I was actually expecting it to be at the same hotel again, and then when it started, we're like, wait, what are we watching? Yeah. So that was a little confusing at first, but I guess that was just like our bad not knowing that it did that or whatever. But
also, why is Jennifer Coolidge's like character just like going to the different resort locations? Like,
well, it's because she's this like rich lady. Like, she just be traveling.
Yeah, I know, but like that. I don't know. I guess you want to just go experience that city. It makes sense, but I don't know. Okay, whatever. Season 2, my rating of the White Lotus, probably give like a 7.
I probably would too.
Maybe even as low as a 6.5.
I'll go for a 7 because like it wasn't like that much worse than the first one. I feel like I wasn't as engaged, but. I mean, I feel like that's always with everything. Like, normally the first of everything is, like, better than the rest. Yeah. So, I would give it a 7. The ending of second season was wild. Even more wild than the first season.
I would give it that. The ending was better than the first season.
I think that's why I would keep it at a 7, because I'm like, well, that ending was crazy.
Like, I feel like the last 2 episodes of season 2 were better than the last 2 episodes of season 1.
Also, like, I will admit, I like fell asleep in the last episode, and I woke up to the ending, and that was the craziest ending to wake up to.
Yeah.
I just will say that. I be falling asleep, so
you do fall asleep.
I think that's why I was even more shook. I was like, what did I miss? So it was good. Overall, though, I don't know. I will give it an overall rating of like an 8, between an 8 and 9, because I did really like the show a lot, and I'm excited for season 3 now.
Yeah, I feel that. My headset's being weird. I mean, just going off my like average, I probably gave it like a 7.5 in total, because I gave the first season like an 8-ish, and then the 7.
Math.
Yeah.